One, two. I didn't know if they were.
I understand.
You yelling at?
Yeah, you're part of the first segment, man.
When you're ready?
We are ready.
I'm going to announce from in here. A comedy theater, make some noise. Any noise. Yes. Oh, it's good here on the computer because we are recording this. If you want to listen to it, laugh a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, please, the people that are already on stage, make them.
Sticks on top. I'm here with my illustrious audio producer and man of my invisible disabilities at the Punchline here in Sacramento, and all around awesome lady. On top, I believe on destigmatizing people eating on film, so I have cookies. I like cookies for the audience between homes, waiting for the new one to close. So I didn't cook tonight. In Sacramento, for people who are listening outside, we have been in the middle of a heat wave. It is not my collection because this week. Well, and I discovered, so I hosted a fundraiser last week. I needed a bra to go with the outfit and like cans of beer underneath. Like cans of beer underneath gave me great lift and kept me cool. Right? I mean, they're not called cans for no good reason. Yes. And a Diet Coke.
There you go.
Because I roll class.
You ready for anything?
Exactly. Who are apparently Star Trek fans. And the other thing I found out by interviewing people is it seems if you are a sex educator into kink, or I think I've maybe made it through one full episode. Like my geek cred falls apart here.
Now, what episode was it? The Next Generation episode, or was it we talking?
Little breeding things that look like Donald Trump head.
So I'm going to tell you right now that what you're missing out on is if you watch the Deep Space Nine episode,
Yes.
Trials in Tribble. It's like, oh, Worf is there. It's amazing. It's so much fun.
Yes.
So that's the one you should watch because it like incorporates both of them together.
You know the word every time you see a Klingon was a black guy, that was the point of being black.
Well, you know what? For me, like Next Generation, I tell you that I really and I thought, of course, he was handsome, but then he also was the odd man out.
Yes.
So he kind of was like he was like.
Is he black? He's black. Let's make sure it's like.
And out like everybody much in Next Generation,
Sure.
but they were part of everything already. The Klingons were like new to being in this whole Star Trek world.
Star Trek.
Exactly.
But now they used to bug me about Worf was
He's always like denying his own culture or his own people to fit in or go the way of the Federation, which is fine. I don't really care about that. I love the stories. That's what I was there for all the time.
Right, but like I said, he was like the red shirt. I say he was the security. He was always one getting beat up every time they went.
You haven't watched Discovery? You guys,
know.
sorry, spoiler alert. The Klingons have two dicks. One for the pink, one for the stink.
Damn.
They're ready for it. You know what? Okay, I'm totally taking over. This is what I do.
Go ahead, do it.
I yab. But I said like kink community and geek community crossing over, like Sacramento Bay Area sort of thing. And when I went to my first Star Trek convention, I saw so many like, oh, straps and best friends.
There you go.
So I just outed people. It's not like NA or AA. Like, sorry guys.
So what? The series. What is? Where's that coming from?
Well, there's always the thought of
People have become one. Like the planet is
one entity.
One nation. Everyone's taking care of one another. People are fed. There's no. All.
Indian or anybody.
You're I don't know Indian. I have, like, well, they like to use Asian names. Dr. Mimian Song.
Oh, right.
Or that.
Yes.
Or whatever. So that's kind of weird. Like, there are some cons, and there's a lot going on with Asian names, but no. Oh, Bashir.
Majority of the time, when you, even in all of them, you always seen that they never had like an Arab character or anything. They always kept their
Latinos, but they did show up. I think it felt like it was like a representation of what America had been to. We had the Cosby Show.
Give the Cosby Show the big uppercut or the big middle finger. It was good.
It
was
was
like
such
Fat
a
Albert.
good show. I love Fat Albert,
But I'm
poisoning people.
He did not.
And that is that all of the other people who worked on that show and who played characters, wrote, supported, they don't deserve because he's garbage.
Right.
Cosby Show was amazing. Denzel Washington was like Anderson's son or something. I don't know. A lot was going on. So, and we had like very few Latinos, I want to say, like in the mainstream of things. And so that's who we saw. Was like, okay, we have white people. We have.
I'm just saying that I'm just feeling that it's getting now trash because of what he did, and now everybody's like, oh, Cosby Show. I'm like, Cosby Show was a top show. It was going to something. I heard some things back in the day, but I mean, it wasn't like now
it's
people
like
are like,
that show Seventh Heaven. That dad is like a total child molester, and like that child molester guy out on everything. They can CGI like the
deep fake the face and somebody else.
Wow.
That would be deserve to watch it again. Just blur that guy's face out.
I don't know. There's some things that just don't deserve watching. I have a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
And the Amazing World of Gumball. If you had to watch Caillou with a kid, you really hope his cancer comes back because the show is just so awful.
I love this. I love it.
I hate that kid.
Canadians.
Really?
They're just like regular Americans.
I ain't gonna lie, I was in Curry like half an hour going, you're Black Canadian? You're Black Canadian. You're really Black Canadian.
Yeah, like
You're
it's
Black
just
Canadian.
like regular. But airport, it's like a lot more. It's the spectrum, and there's like everybody from the fairest blonde to the darkest
Yes.
plus, and then there's a few black people, there's a few Asians, let's go. Like it doesn't seem like as intermingled or anything because I was only visiting and my friends are interracial.
Grew up in Washington, D.C.
I love DC.
And then went to school in Baltimore and then New York. And when I brought her out to Sacramento for the first time, we're walking around, she's like, where are you hiding them? What's wrong here? Like,
And
I
just
don't trust
let her
this.
know she was white, so this is like more disturbing.
Well, yeah, when he met her, so she's very different. She would be a librarian that like shapeshifts into a gerbil.
A dribble.
She knows that's how I describe her, and she doesn't. I don't understand how that happened. Like,
But she loved it to death, so I'm like, but no, I was the same way. It's funny how you say that because military buddies when we were living in from Fort are we cool here, man? Are we cool? Because he's from Alabama, and I was like, I know. It's weird how you two. It's not seriously. It's not one thing. Like, why would you not be able to go there? It's freaking McDonald's. What the heck's wrong with you?
I'll say, California, like she's like from the Jim Crow era, like let's march to vote sort of thing. She wasn't like out there being a hero. All those things, and also to be guys terrified of white people because they're dangerous, because they can do anything they want to you. White people, because if you get on their bad side, they throw you into a dungeon or something, and nobody will care because you're black and you're worthless. And I'm just like, oh, scared. And like, predominantly white areas that, like, I was always on guard. Don't be too black around these people. Keep your emotions in check.
Yeah.
Don't be loud. Don't be rude.
I always thought myself that I could actually go into a Ku Klux Klan rally, eating the. So they showed the sign going.
Everyone was there dressed as a ghost.
Yeah, I might be a little weird about like, am I the only black guy here? Does that mean I'm a problem or something? But
Yeah, I grew up kind of being the only
yes.
and it was how certain types of white people didn't want you to behave.
Well, yeah.
And so that was for me to be like, hey, homegirl, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, we're just meeting for the first time, and like, I'm not really type. I own that boss.
A good show for you tonight. We have ladies roller.
Sacramento Derby.
I'm so excited to
I
have.
was back in Stockton, so I salute y'all. I salute y'all. Y'all come.
Roller derby girls, I would say, are probably Klingon. Like, if you have that you're on the ground and you're like, you got my elbow in your face. And guess what? Taste my knee, bitch.
Yes, I believe that.
That feels like a very clean.
That's all y'all if you want it. Okay, you take that.
We also have Gianna, the comic from the Bay Area. Long way around the world. We will invite the Sac City Rollers League. Sacramento Roller Derby. Sorry. Derby. Come on up. We have lemon and speaking of lemon and moist, we have some moist lemon bites.
With people or hanging out, people will be like, "Oh, where's lemon honey?" Like it's our team.
Oh.
I was skating with a girl for a while. We're one.
Yes, no flaccid
So you
bites.
all get nicknames with roller derby?
Yes.
Who names you? You name yourself? What's the process?
You
kind of have to get to a point in your progression that where it's like, okay, that's a problem.
Yeah, you want to talk to
But
them.
the problem is that sometimes that takes a while for some people. I'm tired of calling you by your real name.
Yeah.
So
They don't call you numbers?
That comes later when
That
I
comes
get
later.
it.
Yeah. So I came up with
Bowls lemon, like Liz Lemon from 30 Rock.
Like,
Yeah.
I started out as Allie Silem, but this season my name's Moist.
And
Yeah,
Moist?
like their real name too. It's kind of like a thing. Like some people in derby skate under their real names, some people don't. But there's no like rule you need to or not. Yeah.
Are you a Liz Lemon fan?
you're Liz Lemon.
Yeah, and I
Oh.
no.
Listen, I don't care what anybody says. A lot of people, I see that people are saying that like Liz Lemon is Gryffindor, but I am.
No, so that's like such a like a thing. Gryffindor are like so different, but Gryffindor
Yes.
do things for the group.
Everybody should be behaving themselves in the manner that we have deemed appropriate.
That's so me, I guess.
So, and like, I'm not of green. And I'm like, this bitch is a Slytherin.
I mean, I think so. Yeah.
Right?
I think
She's like signaling us,
Yeah.
letting us.
Yeah.
So do you have a go-to Liz?
Working on my night cheese, like because I'm also like the nighttime person in the league. So like after 10 p.m., all questions are directed to me because I'm still awake. Yeah, I mean not Leslie Knope level, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna enjoy it. And I would shotgun a sandwich if they weren't gonna let me through like TSA with it.
1,000 Angels.
Oh, I know, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I had one of those Facebook memories of me at the airport finishing off shrimp because they wouldn't let me. It was like a full saucy dish, and it came with bread, and I was so pissed. And I was, okay, then you think you got me? Watch.
I would too.
Yeah.
So I went there once, and I'm eating my food, and my plate's empty, but there's a lot of sauce on my plate, and there's bread on the table. And
Okay, I'm sorry for taking over this show.
No, go for it. That's
But
fine.
I want to tell you that that is such a food addict. And the reason that I know that is because my dad was not like, don't do that. And I was like, what? It was literally a splash of it, but same sort of thing. It's like, do not touch of anything.
Fantastic. And
it's like offering me this when you come here.
Exactly. My stash and see what I have. I've got like a gram left in it. They have to go to family events sober. You have to smoke this for the children.
Can you do that for
Donate.
dry buds that you found?
Christmas collection waiting to happen. You know?
It's like the bad fruit cake. It just gets. So, but I want to hear about the after parties.
I mean, I think they're a little different than what they used to be, but we did have a friend who was like a. But I mean, I think you lived through more of those.
Oh yeah, they've gotten pretty crazy. The show is, you know, you get injuries in roller derby, but some of my knee is a little messed up because I went bowling a few months ago. You know, so it's kind of, you know, it's hard to show up to practice injured when.
Right.
I think for the after parties too, I think we're very competitive on the track, but after parties give us a chance to like be friends because derby community is really close, and so it's not like the amazing, like, I'm gonna have the bruise of a lifetime tomorrow. So yeah.
So you show up bruises?
Oh,
or
yeah.
They're like points of pride?
Photo albums, and sometimes you don't know it about the person, then you find out, and it's like, oh, my life has changed. I don't see you. But I mean, like not in a bad.
Like, it really makes sense. Either side leaving bruises.
This sounds like mosh pit behavior, also. But it's like mosh pit on skates.
With points.
I mean, there's there's definitely a contact if you can't clothesline someone.
2 minutes.
I know, yeah, I know. Oh.
And I went up to the girl who I was striking the elbow after the game, and I was like, I'm sorry. I know, I saw it.
Like, yeah, like kind of the feeling of mosh pit of being like really next to each other and kind of bound.
Like, was this just something you were drawn to, or was it like a whim?
So I didn't even really know it existed. I started in 2007. Try out with her. So we actually went to the roller rink for a couple months just to get used to skating before we started going to practice. It is structured as they are now. So really it was just sort of, you just show up, like say, go skate in the corner for a while. When you think you're good enough, you can join us. For probably 4 or 5 months before I got to actually doing it.
They put the in the corner.
Yeah.
You're moist in the corner.
Yeah. I grew up to be in Sacramento. Yeah, you know, ice skating. I didn't skate more than a couple times a year, like friends' birthday parties and things like that. So, you know, I show up at 29, having sat on the couch for the last. You know what I mean? Like, I did not work.
Did you have the fishnets and stuff? Like, were you ready with that outfit?
Yes, back then that was the thing. Yeah.
Oh, what's the look?
Performance leggings. It's
Like,
no. So
we were Team White versus Team Blue, and Team White we call ourselves the Betty Whites.
oh,
So decided to wear granny panties. So I was wearing them, so I was like, okay, I'll try to make this work. So I sat on the bench and somebody helped me get them over my skates because I was already geared up. So I tried to
it's a
get them up,
pregame show.
and then I pulled it up on one side and it ripped halfway up the side, but I wore those things. I made it work. Oh, by the way, what's your dog's name?
My dog's name is Lemon, but I named I got names, so there's a lot of confusion on that. Oh, what's your dog's name? Lemon. So I was an ice figure skater when I was young. Shout out Pinsky, yeah, 1996 or whatever, yeah. So I did that, but then I moved on to other sports, and then when I went to Davis. I came up here from San Diego. There was a chem TA.
and didn't it, like, wasn't it always in some sort of, like,
The original places people are in New York City, or like, and it was a way for me to combine. I liked contact sports, but I I definitely was afraid. I was like, oh my god. Like, I haven't regularly skated for derby is really different from a group of women should act like. It's like, God, what's happening? But I think it transforms women to be much stronger and more self-confident.
It transformed me. I was pretty. I'm not anymore.
And it transforms the personal relationships.
Oh yeah, I've seen so many women who body to take charge of their life and move on from things that aren't healthy for them. I've known people who have left their partners that were in unhealthy relationships because they realized like it's not healthy for. It's in all sorts of things. Confidence to take a new job, confidence to move across the country.
Disneyland, it's like a whole new world. Yeah, getting through those. Start, and I imagine race car drivers would be reacting to that, and so like my husband will be with me, and I can see those open.
Yes, too. Like you're like, I gotta get to that door. How can I avoid all of these people?
Yeah.
And I see that someone's too.
There's a lot
Zoom.
of
Do that except for
whether they want to skate or not. Like we have a lot of people who just enjoy the community, and so they help by volunteering or being off skates officials, like keeping score and stuff. So it's kind of a great thing. Like a way to get into derby is to skate. The other day it was like, hey, can I?
Very physical.
Yeah.
And, you know, it actually embraces quite a few different body types. Is there like a body type for certain positions or?
There used to be, I'd say, that are playing all positions.
Yeah.
And really it's how effective you are at that thing you're trying to do. And there's always that opportunity, if you want to do that, to try it.
Yeah.
And you try it, you keep trying it, and every opportunity you say, I want to do it.
Yeah.
And then you do it, you get better. And
So a jammer is the point scorer. They do the majority of the skating laps. Speed, and sometimes they use agility or push through, and then a blocker is a defensive player. Because when you collide with someone, they kind of, that you're the immovable force, you know, or immovable.
lower center of
Yeah,
gravity.
yeah. But there are blockers who are thin and light. No, she's coming for you, like in the front, yeah. And then for jammers who are the point scorers, yeah, like it could be helpful to be small. Also be great to be like a freight.
But then for the most part, I've been a blocker.
Yeah, I'm a blocker, but that's what I want to do. I don't really have a high stress. It's like all the attention on you. You're like let people hit me and fall down.
And everyone else is blocking.
Team of skaters, and you can have as many. Yeah. So 10 players are out on the track at once during play.
5-on-5 is something you hear about.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Yeah.
We can do the math.
We can do it.
I got
Skates and that sort of thing.
You can wear inline,
Yeah.
but players have to wear pods.
So like traditional roller skates that you would get at a roller rink. Yeah.
like what we wore when we were kids.
Like I was 25. They were my kids' skates. Like, can you wear that sort of thing, or it has to be?
It's not ideal, but they're.
And at the mere mention of strawberry shortcake, I can still spell that shit from 35 years ago. Like, I haven't spelled that in almost 4 decades, and ask you guys some standard questions.
Okay.
So my first is, what is your go-to munchie?
Hot stickers. The perfect food. Really any dumpling, but turning to the dumpling.
I haven't been there.
Oh, gross.
Never gets finished.
And yours?
Puffy Cheetos. Yeah, they're real dangerous.
Yeah, they're wait, Doritos consistently is fun.
What beverage would you pair with the Cheetos and the dumplings?
I always drink hot tea. I don't care how.
Hot tea and dumplings.
That sounds
This one
fun.
is really gonna wash it down.
It doesn't get
Coats.
either.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, it's hard to find something to
Flavor. It needs its space.
And if you give me shitty advice, I'm probably gonna just act like it's
family member told me that at 21 I was too old for roller derby. So, which is funny because, yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until
No, they're over 52 that play competitively, like, and often. Yeah.
I'm 41.
Yeah.
I'm still, I still have dreams of recovering enough to get out there and hit people in one way or another. I have some.
Endless gardening.
Yes. And do you do that much?
Not much, but occasionally, yeah.
And what do you,
So much.
Yeah, I have a pretty melons and tomatoes.
what's coming in right now?
I just got eggplants from her.
Yeah, I hate eggplant. It's really bad. I go away.
Yeah.
what is the point in being naked while you do it?
I don't know if it's
Just a lifestyle.
yeah, it's kind of freeing.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how it started. It was like, oh, I like get on the goggles, like I gotta wear those later. So
Who doesn't like to do laundry around 11 a.m. I think, like, yeah, any sport you play where you wear, like, equipment on your body, there's, like, a funk, and everyone talks about it. You get ripped on if you have really funky pads. People will be like, you need
you need to wash yours.
Yeah, but everyone gets it. Yeah.
And for you, what's one thing everyone should try?
Something that's scary, a little afraid to do.
A little afraid to do?
Yeah.
And the last question is, what are you guys grateful for?
For me, and I mean, on the topic of roller derby, like I've made so many life here who haven't skated since, and there's I